Tonight on KREM 2 News, we're keeping track of a ransomware attack impacting people in Kootenai County. Officials say personal information may have been leaked. Everything we know ahead. Plus, we continue to track wildfires burning in the inland northwest tonight. We'll hear from firefighters on how they're staying safe this fire season.
Temperatures will finally start their downward trend after today, but air quality concerns remain, and I'm tracking critical fire weather heading into the weekend with gusty winds.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan. We kick things off at this hour with a check of the forecast. Let's get outside right now to meteorologist Michelle Boss as we are still in a KREM 2 weather impact alert. So Michelle, what do we need to know?
We are going to remain in a KREM 2 weather impact alert. It's for the heat and the hazy conditions today, but we are going to be shifting our focus to some gusty winds over the weekend. Taking a look at air quality right now, it hasn't been awful, generally between moderate and unhealthy for sensitive groups here in Spokane. Starting to see a few more pockets of unhealthy air quality in the vicinity of some of those active wildfires, but our winds are picking up, and though that does help move some smoke out, it's also potentially bringing some smoke in, new smoke in from the southwest, as we do still have quite a bit of wildfire activity out, especially in north central Oregon. Temperatures toasty today in the middle 90s in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, upper 90s and low 100s across central Washington and down toward the Snake River Valley. I think Lewiston did make it to 101 this afternoon. Air quality alert remains in place and is just kind of reevaluated on a day-by-day basis. I anticipate the haze is going to stick around as we bring more smoke in. Heat advisories remain into effect until tonight, and then we are going to shift our focus to red flag warnings across central Washington due to the potential for dry lightning and then windy and dry conditions following that. Fire weather watch for the rest of the inland northwest, including Spokane and Coeur d'Alene for Saturday due to very windy and dry conditions. Seeing a little bit of thunderstorm activity in northeastern Oregon. That should stay to our south. So looking at clear skies tonight, isolated thunderstorms in north central Washington. We'll deal with still pretty hot temperatures tomorrow in the mid 90s, but gusty winds up to 40 miles per hour possible Saturday. Finally, a break from the heat moving in by Sunday.
All right, Michelle, thank you. Well, today Avista told customers it may implement a public safety power shutoff in parts of northwest Spokane. That power shutoff would impact areas facing severe wildfire risk forecasted for Saturday afternoon. Here's a look at the map where those power shutoffs could take place this weekend. During periods of high wildfire danger, Avista says it's also changing how their electrical systems respond to outages. Instead of power being restored automatically, they say crews may need to inspect the power lines and equipment before that energy can be restored. According to Avista, the company says while this can result in longer outages, these additional safety steps help to reduce the risk of wildfires. Speaking of taking a look at wildfires burning in our region, the Kaiser Creek fire has burned nearly 86,000 acres in the Nespelem area. Right now, that fire is just 3% contained. Crews are concerned about increasing temperatures and gusty winds, which have led to more active fire behavior in that region. New level 3 evacuations have been issued for the Coyote Creek area as of yesterday evening. The Carter Road area also has level 3 evacuation orders in place. So if you live there, you need to leave immediately if you haven't already done so. Level 3 evacuations in the Nespelem area were reduced to level 2. Right now, there are level 3 emergency shelters available for evacuees. One is at the Omak Community Center, also the Omak Longhouse, and another is at the Lake Roosevelt Gym in Cooley Dam. Level 3 evacuations have been prompted for a fire in Grant County. This one's being called the Railroad Fire, and it's burned more than 750 acres. Level 3 evacuations are prompted for the entire towns of Beverly, Washington, and Schwana. People living along the lower Crab Creek Road up to 5 miles east of State Route 243 need to leave immediately. So far, that fire has destroyed 7 homes along with several outbuildings. Meantime, the Modride fire is burning near Inchelium. It's burned more than 9,000 acres. It's still 0% contained. It's believed to have destroyed at least 5 structures. Several of those were an animal sanctuary ranch. Greg Copeland with our Seattle sister station spoke with the owner, and she says luckily all the animals survived.
It's otherworldly. Like, I look out my window and I'm like, I don't even recognize this place.
An animal sanctuary left nearly unrecognizable after the Modride wildfire tore through Ferry County. Lightning started the fire Friday and quickly moved toward the Cummins family's safe haven.
As it started to crest the top of of the mountains west of us, we realized that it was going to come in all the way.
Rebecca and her husband Justin, along with neighbors, tried to protect their property as those flames closed in, but they were forced to release all of their animals and flee their home.
Drove out of the driveway with like 20-foot flames surrounding our vehicle. When we pulled out, I honestly thought it was going to be 100% loss. You kind of just feel numb.
When they returned, their home was still standing and many of the animals were right where they left them.
All the cows, goats, and the sheep are sitting under our carport right by the house. And I was like, are you kidding me? And they were just all standing there in a clump. Like, what just happened?
Firefighters stepped in and helped find the horses that had gone up into the mountains, even helping clean one off that had been covered in fire retardant. Rebecca says while they lost 2 barns, a trailer, and much more, they are grateful that their family and their animals survived.
Even though this is definitely not something I wanted to go through, that will be okay, that it's a trial. It's something that you just have to learn from, and you have to keep your head up and remember that there's a lesson to be learned and that we will build back better.
That was Greg Copeland reporting. A Spokane family is mourning the loss of a man who died after being pulled from the Spokane River last week. Now, friends are remembering Isa Bahadine for the life that he lived, while firefighters are sharing an important reminder about river safety.
The first thing I remember about Isa is the big smile on his face. He was a happy, upbeat, positive guy who loved being in Spokane.
At 6 tonight, the memories friends are sharing and the water safety lessons that firefighters hope people take away from this tragedy. Well, tonight we are tracking a ransomware attack coming out of Kootenai County. Kootenai County officials say that attack involved personal information maintained by the county. KREM 2's Regan Gallo reports tonight from Kootenai County.
Well, Kootenai County officials are urging people to stay vigilant if they believe they may have encountered fraud or identity theft. As of right now, the county is issuing notices by mail to people who have been impacted by this ransomware attack. County officials want residents to regularly review any account statements and free credit reports for unauthorized or suspicious activity. Also to report any incidents of possible identity theft. Kootenai County is currently deploying security tools to enhance detection of cyber incidents, monitoring detection tools to ensure containment, strengthening network access requirements, and conducting password resets. Officials report ransomware was detected on the county's network on March 30th, and steps were immediately taken to secure the network and restore county operations. An investigation was also launched with a third-party cybersecurity consultant to assess the incident. Now, in the investigation, the county says they determined what information was involved, who may be affected, and where those people live. By July 2nd, the county began working on written notice of the incident. Again, the county wants individuals to remain cautious if they suspect any suspicious activity. There is a toll-free number on your screen to call for any questions or concerns about the incident. The governor's office tells me it is required by counties to report personal information breaches to the Attorney General and the Office of Information Technology Services, as this is a mandatory step in the incident remediation process. Tonight, we are still waiting from the county for more information about this incident. For now, I'm reporting in Kootenai County. Regan Gallo, KREM 2 News.
I would hate for something like this to go away.
A local Rotary Club hoping to raise money in Post Falls to help preserve an historic water tower. How they're coming together to make that happen, coming up next.